roads, twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
It all comes down to this. Ladies and gentlemen, at night's end at the Virtual Auto Club Speedway, a championship will be decided. Last year, Floridian Jeff Merck had the opportunity to be the inaugural NASRA Cup Series champion. And for 6 locally hopefuls, they now have the opportunity to race for the Cup. It is not a battle of winning the race, but if you win the race tonight, it makes it even more sweeter. You just have to beat your competition. We're live from the Virtual Auto Club Speedway. The NASRA 360 Racing Network and CRN is ready to bring you the Florida Cabinet Distributors 200. Welcome to our coverage from Auto Club. I'm Wesley Outland. A track that does not remain, but we wish it was, is the site for the title. And for the 6 drivers of Bruce Nichols, Cofield, Diebold, Johnson, Williams, the law firm Justin White and Dean Hopton will duke it out to decide who is the champion. I am Wesley Outland. It has been fun carrying the journey with you all season long. And Justin, series promoter of the NASRA Cup Series, it all comes down to tonight, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir. It definitely comes down to tonight. 6 drivers for the final playoff type format we're going to be running in the NASRA Cup Series. Next season, we're going to run into a chase format, but we'll see who will be our Season 2 champion at the end of the night. 115 total laps. And here we go for the grid. Starting on P1 on the pole, Tristan Bruce. P2, Landon Kelly, our part-time driver. Tristan's in the championship. P3 will be Jonathan Cofield, and our another championship driver, P4, Roger DeBold. And P5 is Mark Cofield, and another championship driver, and P6, Ryan Johnson. And P7 will be Matt Holmes, and P8, another part-time driver, Lucas Lyons in the 41. P9, Jeffrey Johnson, the Triple J, and P10, Anthony Harden. And I'll turn it over to Wesley.
We move on to row number 6, and Tony Burleson will start 11th. Randy Nichols, one of the championship drivers and the Motides time winner this year. He'll start in 12th. Brandon Broadfoot, Talladega winner, and Josh Rodriguez on the outside of the 6. Row number 7, Joshua Suss from Kansas, and Trevor Williams will rock in the 17. Row number 9, we'll find the driver Robert Richards and Buzzy Mongold from Concord. He is showing streaks of getting better and better. Cody Knott and Brandon New make up your top 20. Rest of the lineup will find Drew Ballesteros in 21st. Andrew Alzewski in the Progressive Sports Clip. Denny Hamlin throwback in 22nd. And there with Dane Hagan in the back with Brandon New as well. There is your lineup. Let's take a look at the race analysis. There will be 3 stages. This event is 115 laps in total. Stage 1, lap 20, quick stage. Then they'll go at it for another 35 circuits for stage number 2 to lap 55, and then the push to the checkered flag. 5 sets of tires, 75% total fuel capacity, and they have been occupying for the last 4 weeks the next gen Cup car. Let's take a look at the weather conditions as we set the stage for this finale. Clear skies. Right now, track temp around 80 degrees, 81 degrees. Sim temp is at 77. There's a northeast wind at 2 miles an hour, 4 kilometers, and it is clear. Dean, I bring you in as well, boss. Championship is ready to roll to decide who's going to win the title here at Auto Club.
Should be an interesting one. I've also added it to the tower here this evening, so you're going to be able to see those drivers that are listed in white are the Championship 6 that'll be battling it out. So all that matters out there, if you're tuning in this evening, is whoever finishes ahead of any other driver, so the one that's at the top of the timing tower, regardless of what position, will win the championship this evening.
And by the way, you better enjoy this one because this is the final time this format will ever exist. This is the last time, at least for a while, the NASRA Cup Series will have this type of format, as they will be moving into the chase format effective next year. So 4 drivers right now in the top 10 to start this thing. We got driver cameras as we begin with Mr. Mustache, Anthony Harden. He's ready to go. Other drivers like Concord's Buzzy Mongold, rocking Ryan Blaney's swag. Well, they have some Ryan Blaney luck tonight for his chance at a win. Brandon Broadfoot, rocking for the USA. Some more other drivers. Joshua Suss, laughing about something.
Yeah, no championship drivers on cams this evening tonight. I think it's too focused, aren't they, on the battle for this season along. So we'll get obviously
no camera for the championship guys.
Championship guys, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to Justin White, the series will take off. There is plans of a NASRA ARCA series firing up in its place. Details coming soon for Wednesday night. And right now, it is go time. The championship hangs in the balance. Oh, what a fun place this is. Abrasive on tires, Progressive banking. The title for Season 2 will be decided. We're green now at Auto Club. For the final time, ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. May the best driver win the title. And right out of the gate, it's going to be Tristan Bruce down to the inside. He'll carry this momentum and put the Tillys 23 to the top spot. Chevrolet is there. Kelly is there. Cofield with a 3-car battle with Johnson, Dad, Mark, and Diebold. Justin, as they work at turn 3.
Yeah, these guys are already 3 and 4 wide coming down, and these are championship guys. Absolutely crazy. These guys are going for it on lap 1, turn 4. You could feel the urgency. You could feel the tension. Oh, they're already door banging. Already championship drivers door banging.
Remember, the drivers with the white ticker in their scoring pylon are the ones that are racing for the championship. It is Brooks right now leading. Remember, and here's the thing, Dean, you don't have to win the race. You just got to be the top guy on the white pylon of everybody else that's racing for the title. Now, if you win the race, it makes it ever so sweeter, but you just got to be better than the other guys ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Winning the race guarantees it. Winning the race guarantees it.
Yeah.
That's your only guarantee of actually winning the championship. So win it and you win it all. That's the simple format that the playoffs kind of run. But at the same time, you've got 6 other people to worry about. And including the other 20 drivers in the field, including the 6.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to worry about those guys too. So this is This is not your traditional just, hey, worry about one person. You got to worry about everybody.
And in addition to that, Dean, you got to worry about yourself as right? Everything's got to go right. No mistakes on pit road, no penalties, no speeding penalties, no crazy rough driving. Make the flawless pit stops, have everything be in your favor right now as they come working through lap 2.
Exactly. Best place to be, of course, would be up the front there to avoid incidents. But at the moment, you can see Lennon Kelly just trying to get his nose ahead there of T. Bruce. So he gets himself to the front. Caulfield's also thinking about this. So 3 wide at the front here. 2 championship contenders. Remember, the ones that are going to look out for each other. Johnson's coming into play as well. Kelly's just going to be a spanner in the mix for these drivers, and all depends on who he likes as a teammate to help out. When push comes to shove, Wesley, that might be a situation to help out your championship driver, contender, to win the championship.
Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't know, Auto Club Speedway at one time did night race. And Justin, we are finishing this one under the lights as well. It's right now dusk till night, and it will finish at nighttime. That'll change also not only the air temperature, but maybe the handling on these cars too.
Yeah, these guys are practicing in way considerable different conditions as to what they're racing right now. So I see these cars actually tightening up a little bit as the run goes, more grip. I don't see them getting loose. I see them practicing loose and then growing, grip, the grip gaining, making them tight, push off the corner. And these guys are going to be searching. This is a wide racetrack. Oh, look at Johnson, championship contender, gotten loose down low. Wow, he saves it. Looks like it's going to bring out the caution, though.
He's spinning down at the bottom below the apron in the Geico restart zone. And now Brandon New and others are trying to check up to avoid. He locks up the deuce to try to avoid hitting Johnson's car. Quick caution.
I think that was involved in the 48. I think the 48 is the cause of it. I think they all got loose down there.
Or one of
Johnson got loose.
Might have had a problem. Let's watch the replay here and see.
Yeah, he turned out in the middle of the track. Oh, and he collects a guy. I'm watching the replay now. He collected somebody. Robbie did the 48.
Yeah,
collected Dane Hagen.
This is on board with Johnson, and all this maybe had already happened. So watch here.
Watch the 48 here.
Oh, boy, this is a second accident, though. Robert Johnson was a secondary accident. Dan Hagen gets into him. That's what caused Brandon New to spin behind behind Johnson's car. But Ryan Johnson had already lost it on his own down below the apron. Look up top left. You'll see the car already sideways.
Yeah.
He's already spinning. And then there goes Richard. And there's Hagen. And there's Brandon New.
So what happened to Ryan Johnson? Just looks like he's lost it completely on his own, gentlemen. He's down on the inside apron here. There's nobody around him at the moment. I think he's just hit the separation where you got the track elevation.
I wonder, Justin, if he was tethering with that apron and the flat in the banking, and that caused the car to get disturbed, and that's what made him spin right there.
I'm thinking the tires take a minute to warm up, and we were on the lap at cooler temperatures. The tires finally got warm. They overloaded because remember the left side.
Yeah.
Are the tires that you overheat, and I think they just got them too warm, got on the bottom, and they got loose, and they're just not used to it because remember the track had 0% usage.
Oh yeah. Who misses Auto Club Speedway? I know that I do. Probably one of the best races NASCAR ever had with the next-gen car was the one that Kyle Busch won. That was the final time in the spring of 2023. This track is 2 miles long, D-shaped oval, 14 degrees of banking, 11 degrees on the front stretch, 3 degrees on the back straightaway, 75 feet width, 15-foot apron, a 2,200-foot long pit stall, 2,200 feet long pit stall in 44 individual pit areas. But one of the things that I have to add to this as well, this track is wide. Look at the different black lines onto the racing surface. You could go 5, 6 wide if you're brave enough here, Justin. It's just a very fun racetrack for sure. Dean, it's just an amazing racetrack, isn't it, buddy? I mean, just a fun place. 5, 6, 7, 8 wide if you're brave enough. It's got that type of width where you can be able to do that for sure.
Absolutely, Wes. You can definitely take it 5 wide if you want, 6 wide. I mean, but obviously
5 or 6 wide. Yep.
In a championship, those championship drivers, you don't want to be risking it for the biscuit too early. You just want to keep it clean. You don't want to have to fight your way back through the field. That's going to be the key for these drivers. Early days, yes, we're going to go to a stage break, but stage points are irrelevant at this part of the championship right now. That's just a strategy call. That's just what you're going to be doing that we mentioned as well too in the race details information. That's just going to help you out there to manage your tires that you have, 4 over the wall, and then your fuel capacity of 75%. What you're going to do for that strategy.
Well, we'll be ready to bring this one back to green flag as Tristan Bruce, Landon Kelly, Jonathan Cofield, Roger Diebold, and Matt Holmes, your top 5. What were you saying, Justin, as we got back to the restart?
My apologies. I step away and do a few little admin things. I heard you say my name, and then I heard somebody talking, so my apologies. But I just confirmed it was loss of grip. Loss of grip. It wasn't anything but just a loss of grip on the bottom. So these guys are already struggling with handle on the car. The championship driver, the 38, already to the back because he lost the handle of the car. Now he's got to figure out and charge his way back to the front. Because if you watched him when he on this restart, he charged from 6th to 2nd really quick. Right. And I think he paid the price.
And let's be honest, though, he's still got plenty of time. Got to pace yourself as there's 107 laps remaining as they come back to the restart zone.
He just burned a set of tires. And they fire off green. Tristan Bruce with a great jump going on as he leads them off down in turn number 1.
Back at her way with over 100 laps remaining. Remember, it's the 25-lap stage. And right now, 12 remaining with these drivers working their way into the corner, down into turn number 2. It is still Bruce up in front. Kelly back to 2nd. Couple of cars almost scampering off the safer barrier. And that races on now as they thunder into turn number 3.
I'm sorry, Wes. Don't these cars look beautiful at this auto club underneath the lights?
Yeah.
Isn't that a beautiful sight? It's beautiful. Absolutely. I don't know why we got rid of this racetrack. I'm a little nostalgic when it comes to, I used to hate this place, but I grew to love it, and then they took it away. But we got, 10 laps to go for the stage? See the charge? I'm interested to see what Brian Johnson's going to do here. He looks like he took tires underneath that stock, because remember, these guys have 5 total sets of tires. Are they willing to risk it for the biscuit and take a set and try to win the stage? If I'm a championship guy, I'm saving every set of tires I got. I'm saving it. But I need to charge at some point. I need to pull the trigger and run to the front.
Ooh, all the sound of those cars right now as they work their way down into the corner again. Another lap on the board.
Landon Kelly went on the wall off of turn 4 there just a little bit. Looks like these guys are flirting with the edge here. Looks like that top lane, Tristan Bruce is running an extremely high lane up there. That seems to be where the momentum is gained. Watch him pull the distance on the 95 of Kelly here down the start. 58 Jonathan Cofield, my bad. See how he gains that little bit of a stretch. Cofield will close the gap down into turn number 3 and 4. But then Tristan with the high side, that momentum, and we got another caution.
Got a caution, guys. Trouble on the racetrack. It looks like Brandon Broadfoot with a problem. And there he is, stalled between turns number 3 and 4. Caution will come out over the racetrack for the driver of the number 22, Chico, California's Brandon Broadfoot. Talladega winner, his first ever win back in the final race of the 2025 year. That was at Talladega. We were at Talladega last week. Oh, what a wild one that was. Caution out, second time. Here's a Pulse Popper replay. Joshua Suss, Kansas driver. Broadfoot, nowhere to go for Alzewski. Into the wall they go, Dino.
Yeah, clear cut. There wasn't just a little tag on the back there, as we see clearly at the moment.
I'm looking at as Brandon Broadfoot coming down. I don't see Suss moving his line. Yep, I see Broadfoot coming down. Watch the tar line. Watch the 80. He just sticks it, and the 22 just kept coming down. Then Alzewski's just caught up in the mayhem.
Another angle of it.
So you watch Suss here. He's staying on the tar line, and then Broadfoot just came down.
And unfortunately, 11 gets collected on that one
into the wall
of Andrew.
Yes, sir.
But there is a positive side to that. Of course, unfortunate for the drivers, but no championship contenders being involved in that. That's the main thing for them. They need to be avoiding situations like that. Of course, hey, And sometimes it's up to the gods of racing. There's not too much you can do about that, but that is the situation, as you can see. Most of those drivers. It'll be an advantage, obviously, now for Ryan Johnson and stuff like that, but you're going to have a few drivers in pit road, and they're those drivers that are involved in that. Joshua Sussad, Brandon New, Brandon Broadfoot, and Andrew Lasky.
We have talked about points. We've talked about what you need to do all till this point. The bottom line is this, audience, if you're watching or listening, is you just have to be one of the top 6 that make it in. You finish, you win, you are the champion. If it's somebody else that's a non-points driver that wins, great. The highest finisher of the points wins the title. That's the way it all settles out for Auto Club. We're just getting started after our second yellow flag and pit stops. We'll take a pit stop too. Back in a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Welcome back to Auto Club Speedway Championship Night for the Florida Cabinet Distributors NASRA Cup Series. I'm Wesley Outlet. It has been not only a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be the longtime voice of NASRA, but also as the anchor for the second year for the Cup Series. Hopefully I'll be back with you again for season number 3. Understanding from Justin it will return back in the fall, but we got to decide this one. And so far we've had 2 caution flags. Bruce and Cofield, Justin, are the 2 drivers for the time being that are setting the mark. And by the way, they are drivers that are in the championship hunt also.
I think you stepped away for a second there, Wesley, but Trevor Williams and Ryan Johnson at the moment, a little bit further down the field there. You see 11th and 15th, give or take, but still early days. They want to make their way up to the front with the other 4 drivers inside that top 10. Brucey, Cofield, Nichols, and Diebold. But there you go, my friend. Some of the biggest gainers as well, too. But that stage 1 is 7 to go as well, too, for the stage break. So we're definitely going to go to a caution then.
Let's go back to green. Still plenty of racing left to go. That's Tristan Bruce now on the loud pedal. Brings him back to green. It's Kelly now down on the inside of the racetrack. Cofield will follow. And they're going to go up top now. The purple car. And right behind them is Randy Nichols. Keep an eye on Liquid Death. He has changed his colors, by the way, Dean. He had a white and black car. Now it's black and gold in this California night. Trying to go to the lead as they work off forward.
He's in a good spot. Wants to keep it away from that fence there at the moment. But absolutely, all these drivers are still in it. That's the thing. You just got to be avoiding yourself getting in any wrecks early in this race. No cheat codes at the moment there. No fast repairs there, Wesley. So you get damage on that car, you're in a bit of trouble there. You can see if we thought other of it than trying to stick his nose up the inside there of Landon Kelly.
Got to find a way to stay out of trouble and put yourself into contention to win this championship, obviously, as the Florida Cabinet Distributors Championship 200 rolls on. Here they come back into turn number 2, down that back straightaway. And already heading back to turn 4. Look at this now, as Kelly's right in the middle of this meat and the sandwich between a couple of drivers in first, second, fourth, and fifth, fighting for the title. Bruce down to the outside. Open the door to Cofield. He's looking on the outside, too. He's changed his colors for the championship race team.
He's also going the high side as well, too. They're following the line that T. Bruce is exactly what Justin White mentioned earlier. That going up on that high side seemed to be the momentum line at the moment, and those drivers are definitely trying. You can also see Randy in the background doing the same thing. Now Caulfield's gone back down on the inside. He hasn't had a chance to take any lead laps at the moment. T. Bruce has led every lap so far in this race of 17 of them. So these are just comfortable at this point. I would say no need to be crazy up the front there of trying any overtakes or pushing it too much.
Well, I think Caulfield's figuring this thing out. If you watch him, I think turn 1 and 2, you want to be high, get the momentum. 3 and 4, run the bottom, because Caulfield did not lose any space to Tristan Bruce going in 3 and 4 here. See Tristan, he changed his line. See, Tristan noticed that, made a difference. That's all it takes. You got to block that clean air, make it dirty. Oh, Caulfield with a huge run off of 4.
Big burst of momentum. Working now. Here comes Caulfield on the inside. Contact. These drivers fighting for the championship. Alabama, North Carolina, and there goes Bruce up high. Caulfield, the new leader, with 2 to go in stage number 1.
Caulfield just figured it out. Tristan made a mistake. Caulfield jumped on it, capitalized. And Randy Nichols gets a huge bump from the Landon Kelly, the 95, down the back straightaway. Is it going to be enough momentum to carry it around the outside?
I don't know if you want to be necessarily showing your cards just yet, isn't it? If you're sitting there playing a game of poker, don't show them when you're bluffing. If Caulfield knew that move that was there, well then what goes around comes around. T. Bruce might know exactly the same move to do a bit later on. So are they showing their cards too early?
That's valid, very valid. We are playing high-speed chess, high-speed poker. Do you want to show your hand, or do you want to hold it or fold it? Oh, as we got a caution to end stage number 2 here, or stage number 1. Looks like it's involved in 54.
Yeah, they were coming to the final lap of stage number 1, but it's Drew Ballesteros going around. This will also end stage number 1, as Justin White reiterated on. You'll give the stage win to Jonathan Caulfield, but caution out for the 3rd time. Here's a replay, and Johnson in panic mode. That's the only word I can use right now, Justin White, is Ryan Johnson in panic mode to get back to the front, contact with Ballesteros, and around goes to 54.
Actually, I don't think they had any contact. I think the 54 just lost it. I'm sure
he looked like
Ryan Johnson's eyes grew about about the size of plate saucers right there.
He was already losing it here. You can see the car was already getting wiggly. Yeah.
No contact, and the 54 just spun it around.
Well, I can tell you this, though. Ryan Johnson is in stealth mode because, I mean, I'm not trying to dispute your word. He's in the top 10 right now. He's in 9th. So he flew through the field to get back up where he's at right now.
But I'll tell you right now, he's oh, wow. I saw him talk about,
that could have been championship hopes over right there and then, right?
I need a change. I need a driver suit change, please, for when I hit this pit stop, please. I need a driver suit change. Because, man alive, his entire championship hopes almost went up in flames.
It's the only problem when you're running at the back, isn't it, or midfield at that point. He had to fight his way back up through because, remember, he almost completely lost the car on his own, but he kept it out of the fence and kept it out of the traffic from hitting him. So he had to fight his way back up through the field there of Ryan Johnson, who may stay out this lap. No, he will actually follow him in. I was going to say, because he pitted back on lap 6 on that earlier for full fresh tyres. So is he just going to do a splash and dash now, do you think there, Justin?
I don't know. He's got 5 total sets of tires. So 1 on the car, 4 laying. 2 stages, so there's 2 left. I mean, two sets gone means you leave you 2 sets for the final. If he burned it, it's questionable. Let's see what he does here. Does he take a set?
Well, somebody spun.
We'll have to watch how long he's on pit road and see what his call is.
Drew Ballesteros.
Survey says yes, maybe. What do you think? Hang on.
Survey says he is taking tires.
He's taking tires. All right.
And I think that's the smart thing to do, guys. I really do. I mean, I mean, what's that old saying? If you got them, use them, right? I mean, and this race has already got, 80-something, some odd laps left to go with it. 93 to go, okay? So, I mean,
we've got, 30
laps on the set, maybe? What are you thinking?
We've already got a mix of calls here. The 58, the 95, the 41, the 33 all took gas only. The 5 took nothing. The 5 stayed out.
Yeah. So Matty's probably going to be a bit of a sitting target, I would imagine, right, with older boots.
I would think so, yes. I would think so. I agree with that.
So do you think that's also a call there from Ryan Johnson to even burn through another set of tyres so he can get himself back up to the front and not risk sitting in midfield?
I think he's in full panic.
Here comes
mode.
Matt. So he missed a pit stop. He's decided to come back down now.
So Matt came back down. I don't know if that's going to give him a penalty, come to think of it. I don't think he will get a penalty for entering a closed pit.
Yeah, it was close. You saw the lights there. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, so it will be a 1-lap hold for the 5.
What is it? Something wrong with a driver with the communication there? Sorry to cut you off, Wes. With Justin as to why they didn't make that call to go down? Is it something that they're not communicating with pit crew or what?
I think we lost Justin again. I'm just wondering if maybe
race control as well.
The decision is to try to save tires. Try to go this one stage and not having to pit. Right? I mean, so. But here's the deal: we've had a plethora of yellow flags in the opening 25 laps. So stage number 1 was lap number 20, and then of course this won't take us all the way to lap 55. So this is just about a 35 lap stage coming up here. We'll be around lap 24, 25 when we come back to the green flag. If you're listening on the radio, top 5. Lucas Lyons, Jonathan Cofield, Jeffrey Johnson, Landon Kelly, Tristan Bruce, Nichols, New, Diebold, Johnson, and Williams as we get ready to come back to green.
So the
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Coming back to green flag will fly. This is Glass Mechanics, stage number 2 for the final time of the year for season 2 of the NASRA Cup Series. And Justin, go ahead. While we were doing station ID, we were trying to say something.
So the 5 rolled down pit road to start. He rolled down, missed his pit box, had to come back down pit road.
Oh, wow.
That is a clearable penalty. Just, it didn't affect the championship. At least he, told me what he did.
Honesty is the best policy, right?
It is. And now he'll be pushed to the back, and he'll just have to deal with the consequences of it. But, hey, sometimes you miss your pit box. Your pit sign, you change your scheme, you miss it, it happens. At least you're honest and you just, said, hey, man, I missed it.
Lyons, Cofield, Kelly, Nichols.
This is where you want to hope
Bruce
you have good
Diebold,
friends.
Johnson, and keep an eye now on Ryan Johnson. He is trying to get back up to the front. It's Cofield is the leader. I love, Justin, these new special wrap jobs, paint jobs on these cars for the championship.
Yeah, these guys brought out the paint. I mean, they literally brought it out. I mean, they got they got their painters out and said, hey, y'all, come, let's make this thing look neat and awesome. And these guys have done it, and it looks, it's amazing.
Across the line, 5 in of 35. Cofield in the lead. It is Lyons, it is Kelly, it's Nichols, Bruce, top 5. Remember, the drivers in white on your scoring ticker pylon to your left are all championship drivers. All 6 right now, Dean, are in the top 10.
Yeah, and a couple of different strategies we mentioned as well too. T. Bruce did take some tyres on that last one. Cofield did not take tyres. Randy did take tyres to see after a certain amount of time what sort of times that they can start slicing and dicing into Cofield's lead at the moment. He's up the front there. He's good. He's got 2 essential non-championship drivers behind him at this point. And this is also where you wanted to make sure if you had mates that gave you some chicken salt or not on your fries throughout the season.
So let me clarify. My friends of eNASCAR Australia have delivered the package to me. I have it. But I've been so busy, Justin and Dean, with calling a baseball tournament since Saturday, race announcing obligations. I'm literally leaving out as soon as I finish this iRacing broadcast to go to West Virginia for the weekend. And I'm leaving out tonight. So my intention is when I get back home, I'm going to pull out the box. I'm going to open up the Tim Tam or the Tam Tam or whatever the hell it's called, and the chicken salt and all the other cool stuff. And I'm going to do a video and tell them all thank you. Dave Douglas, Nitro, Nigel, everybody. So, yes, I'm looking forward to having a little Australian flair when I return. God willing, right?
Keep this battle out at the moment, too. Diebold and Johnson, 2 championship contenders. Up the road there, you got Randy Nichols and T. Bruce. You saw with those 2 drivers. In fact, they're probably a little bit closer to Randy Nichols at the moment than T. Bruce would like these guys to be around, as they're going to be side by side. This is also very questionable between the drivers. They've allowed themselves enough space there, but you are going racing. In the pits goes double B.
I did look up and find out what the definition of Tam Tam was.
Tim Tams, yes. Oh,
yeah,
we got a caution.
Caution's out, guys. We got a yellow flag. Trouble.
I think it was Brandon Broadfoot. I think he had a spin in the infield. He did, because I saw something come up there to say he was entering the pit lane, but then I was looking on. He's not in the pit lane yet.
Wow.
So Double B's made another unfortunate boo-boo here this evening, and his car's, I think he's got a tow back to pit road.
So the caution back out for this driver again.
Yeah, here it is here. He's
Yellow flag out, man. Wow.
Now, why is it, do you think that, Justin, that Brandon Broadfoot, you know, a previous winner of the season, is struggling a little bit in this track here tonight?
I honestly don't know. Seat time? Well, I mean, that'll be it for him for the night. Yeah. That's his second cause, so he'll need to park it.
Oh wow! So you're enforcing a spin rule? Too many cautions or whatever?
Yep. Two cause of cautions. You're done. Oh, that was Matt Holmes earlier. Wow.
Yeah, it was. Didn't bring out the caution because look at he just got straight down there and parked it over near the fence.
Now, what were you saying, Justin? 3 cautions, 2 cautions.
Yeah,
you're done.
Yep.
Including the championship drivers.
That goes for real quick.
All drivers. Yeah. Well, I guess the rules apply to everybody.
Wow. Man, it goes for everybody, I guess, right?
Yeah. Just to let everybody who's tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, make sure you do hit the like and subscribe. At the same time, Justin is here. Up there in the commentary box, giving us all the race information, and as well on top of it, he's doing race control. So in his ear every once in a while, you won't hear on the broadcast, but he'll have drivers asking questions and things like that. And
he steps away. Yeah.
My apologies. The 22 decided to throw a fit, and we all know what happens when you decide to throw a fit here on Wednesdays. That was a second cause caution. The rule is very clear. Once you cause 2, you're parked for the evening. And I don't back off of that. Even in the championship, even if you're a championship driver and you cause 2, you will be parked for the evening. It means you haven't practiced. It means you don't have a handle on the car. It means you are not prepared for this race, and you are not going to ruin it for the rest of everybody else.
No. Bringing down the house.
Justin was strict.
Exactly. So 22 will be parked for the evening, and we will move on. And next stage is what? Where are we at, gentlemen? What's our next stage? Remind me.
I mean,
I'm the one that makes this up.
This will take us to lap 55, and that'll be Glass Mechanic stage number 2, and then the third and final stage coming up. So.
Yeah, there you go, 55. So we got 55. We're on lap 31. We got 20 more laps, give or take a penny.
There you go. Caution is out. Hey, everybody, some people pitting, some people don't. There's Anthony Hardin. I just want to pull his mustache, guys. I mean, I just want to see if it's real. I say that jokingly, but like every time I see him on camera, I just want to go like, let me see it.
You remind me of.
It reminds me of Wyatt Earp. It reminds me of Wyatt Earp.
No, you remind me if you in Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs, I think, with the little monkey Steve was trying to pull on the main character's dad. It's mustache all the time. That's what you remind me of. That one was. Anyway, that's Anthony Hardin.
I just want to pull it. I just want to be like, snatch it, see if it, if it,
the pink machine.
It's actually real or not. So yeah.
He's got his lights on tonight. Sometimes he races in the dark too. Remember as well. So he's got that out there tonight. We saw from Brandon.
Can I say something, guys? I'm going to tell y'all. We got Joshua too, by the way. Don't forget about the 6 hours of Daytona coming up on Sunday, May 31st. I was going to let everybody know about that. There it is. He actually changed the date for me so I can be able to be in the broadcast booth for that one. Sunday, May the 31st. The time will be unveiled soon, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be like 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon. So I think that's what it's going to be. But that is a Sunday, May the 31st, another endurance race you want to be a part of. 6 hours at Daytona. The Le Mans race was phenomenal. Monza was great a couple of weeks ago, Dean, and I look forward to seeing what we do in Daytona on the road course coming up not this month, but next month at the end of the month. You got plenty of time. You got no excuse to say you can't make it out there. If you're a endurance racer or a NASRA racer, or you want to join, hit the QR code. It'll take you to it and get started. Justin, you should run it, man. 6 hours in Daytona.
If we're running the 6 hours of Daytona in a GTP car, I'm down 100%.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing just like they do in the Rolex 24.
I made it 12 hours in the 24. Sorry, go green, then I'll finish the story.
Green flag.
There you go. Back underway. Green flag. Now back to your story.
All right. 58 takes him Cofield as he leads him off down in turn 1. Go back to the story. I did a two-man team this year for the Daytona 24 hours in a GTP car, Cadillac. Yeah. We made it 12 hours. We were up by 4 laps, 12 hours in our split. And yours truly bended into the corner, into the bus stop, ruined the car, over 6 laps of repairs, which is roughly about 25 minutes of repairs. Yeah. We went down 4 laps, and at that point, I was tired. We were a two-man team. I said, if we're not going to have a chance of winning this thing, I'm going to bed. Good night. So I want redemption.
Oh, whoa! Look at these leaning on each other.
Door to door, 69 and the 95.
That's Kelly and Nichols. Kelly ain't got nothing but a chance to win a race. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's racing them hard. I told him, I gave him the green light. I said, if you're a part-time driver, drive them hard. Door them a little bit, but don't ruin the race.
That's all fair.
Race clean, not gray.
Exactly. And then Landon Kelly's taking that to heart. Oh, they almost, but hey, as these guys are battling, look who's out leading with no tires taken.
Love it.
20 laps to go. The 58 of Cofield. He's like, y'all battle all you want. I'll just set sail out here, and I'll see y'all.
Oh! Lucas!
Championship drivers crashing. That's Lyons in the fence. You've got Lyons. You've got Bruce crashing.
Trevor Williams is around as well.
Flag is out. Buzzing Mongold. Upside down. Brandon New. Cody Knott. Joshua Suss. A big wreck here at Auto Club in the back straightaway. And it all started with one of the championship contenders.
No.
How badly damaged.
Lyons is blowing up, I think, isn't it?
Wow. How badly damaged is Bruce's car going to be? Keep an eye on this. Second car in the middle. Tristan Bruce, Kelly on the bottom.
Oh, he's already losing it.
Of course,
he's already losing
Nichols,
it.
And there's the contact.
Yeah.
Lyons, Bruce. Bruce got slammed in, T-bone, turned the other direction. I think he's able to continue, but I wonder how much damage is on that car there, Justin. Wow.
Look.
And he has stepped away again. Dean, what you got? Look at that. Wow, Lyons lost that. Something broke on Lyons' car.
Yeah, I think Justin's going to be investigating that one at the moment. But more importantly, we're concerned obviously about T. Bruce as one of the championship contenders. There's a few other drivers there that got involved in that one, but luckily we're just see Suss comes down. T. Bruce manages to miss him too as well. So there is a few drivers in there involved in this wreck. But the big key question obviously is how bad is T. Bruce's car? And that was no fault to his own, of course. You just see the complete snap of the 41. I don't think you see the 41 gets loose here and just completely snaps. It's already sliding, snaps to the right in front of Bruce, who gets a nasty shunt there from one of the other cars behind him. I think he gets a double shunt almost there too at the 17, pushes him in the fence. It's going to be very interesting what's happened. I think Diebold was okay through that as well too, but then you had the likes of Buzzy, Trevor Williams is the other one as well, too. So that we'll have to look at Trevor Williams. He's another championship driver. He's further back of the field here. But I think he's the one that also has a little shunt here. As you're going to see this happen.
Oh, and by the way, find Brandon New.
Yeah.
He got airborne. He was up in the air, upside down, when our cameras finally caught some of the remaining of the accident on the back straightaway. There's the 12, there's the 17, and there's Brandon New over the left rear on the side of Knott's car. It looks like Cody Knott and Brandon New. There it is, just a glancing blow, and the Ruthless Racing number 2 of Brandon New on his lid. And not really barrel rolling, just sliding like a sliding across the pavement here. On board with the 2. Watch this and listen. So the accident's up ahead. Where do you go?
They're coming down on you. Bang.
Not done. Bam. And it was not the rear. It was the right front. It was the left front of the left front of the number 26 Anand's car that sent the 2 up and over.
Yeah, it's Cody Knott here.
Wow.
As well, just trying to avoid the incident, of course, and gets tagged. That's the 17 as well, too. That's Trevor Williams. Remember, he's a championship contender, so he got banged up in this one. And you got Buzzy Meingold, Brian New, and of course, we saw the accident with Lucas Lyons. But the big key thing is here now, Wesley, as we finish out of our Pulse Poppers instant replay. T. Bruce is on pit road with repairs. Roger Diebold's on pit road with repairs. That's interesting, actually. It's just come out now. Trevor Williams is in repairs, and we got all the other drivers as well, too. Wonder what happened if Roger Diebold, if he got involved in any of that, because he had to take a minute and a half pit stop as well. So we're down to 3 drivers unscathed from that incident. They're not on a meatball clock, so Trevor Williams is out, thankfully. He's out now. T. Bruce is there, still getting some repairs done.
Yeah, not an ideal thing. Looks like, Trevor Williams just overcorrected and lost it. I mean, it's just part of the deal. I mean, we've all seen Lucas Lyons race before. I mean, he is an aggressive guy. He does do aggressive moves, but I mean, he does race relatively clean from what I raced with him before, and he is a member of NASRA. I don't have really any big issues with Lucas. So I mean, he's raced 2 weeks in a row here, and he was taken out like lap 2 of last week, and then takes himself out here on lap 36 of this week. So
right.
These next gen cars are not easy to handle. They can be a handful.
I was about to say, they're not forgiving at all. I mean, and you literally lose control, and it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
So,
T. Bruce is still down there in the pit lane as well, too. He's going to go a couple laps down. Trevor Williams is a lap down at the moment. That's okay. That's manageable. You don't want to be too many more than that. T. Bruce is going to be hoping to get those repairs fixed up as quickly as possible. We are continuing in our stage 2. We got 3 of the championship drivers in the top 4.
back underway, green flag. Remember, this is lap 55 for Glass Mechanics Stage 2. That last stage, guys, I think that's when the fireworks are going to begin.
I don't know. We've had enough fireworks today where we've had a portion of the field already knocked out. So I don't know how many cars are going to be left at the end of this.
Ooh.
What will happen? The title on the line, the championship hangs in the balance, and the winner. If one of the 6, we already see championship guys reckoning. Here we go again. Kelly in the wall. And look at this now. Watch Nichols evasive driving on the bottom. Look at this
Rodriguez,
guy.
straight through.
How about the 6 of Rodriguez? He wants some TV time. He's up to 3rd.
And here comes the tiny horse as well too, Brian Johnson. So Randy's dropped back a couple of places after that, which is interesting. They all got similar tyres as well too. So Caulfield, believe it or not, still has not taken those tyres since that pit stop, and he's still in the lead of this race.
Back at it again. 3 wide. Nichols in the middle. And Kelly Justin says, I'm getting away from y'all.
Yep. Bye. See ya. I don't want to be a part of this. And Jonathan Caulfield is the same. I mean, Caulfield's strategy of not taking tires is playing off. I mean, so is Landon. Landon didn't take tires either. Maybe Maybe that's the key. Maybe these guys practiced enough to where they realize with a 75% fuel burn that they don't need to take tires. At least for the stage. Now, I mean, when you get to the stage 3, I mean, stage 2 here, I'm definitely putting 4 freshies on it. But maybe these guys have a secret. Maybe they figured out something.
I'm hoping it's not T. Bruce's night. He's still down there in repairing there for at least 5 minutes now. Not looking good. Definitely going to go a couple laps down. He's still going to try, but I would. You never know. You got a stage break coming up in 14 laps, so that'll buy yourself a little bit of time. You're just never out, are you?
Nope, you're never out of it until you're out of it.
Whoa, who's that? Completely getting out of the way too, down on the inside.
Cofield lost a hand.
Cofield, there it is.
The
Cofield,
leader.
yeah, you're right.
He lost it in the same spot that Lucas Lyons lost it, right there, same spot. And it was in the same area of the track. I wonder if there's a bump there causing these cars to get out of hand.
And once again, this is where you say you're never out, are you? In this situation,
You're never
because
out
just
of it
like
till you're out of
that,
it.
commanding leader's
You're
gone,
not out.
and now he's had to fight. He's going to fight his way back up.
Ryan Johnson could still win this race. I just want to be honest with everybody out there. He could still win the race. He could still win the championship. Look at Nichols and Johnson. He's right there with him.
I mean, Nichols is right there. It looks like Randy is literally glued to the back bumper of the 95. Johnson dives it down in there deep, side by side, almost 3 wide for the lead. Nichols fighting the 95. Is he going to be able to clear him off 4? No, he's going to pinch him close to the wall.
Auto Club Speedway, where we are. We're glad you're here. The final race to determine the championship. It is on the line here. 12 remaining now. Glass Mechanic Stage 2. Here comes a champion and a regular contender. Kelly and Nichols side by side. And you know what, though, Justin? This could be something we watch for Landon Kelly when the series fires up in the fall. He could be a contender.
It could be a contender because, you know, I mean, this next-gen car here is a good combo. Randy Nichols is... Oh, he's going to get loose. Looks like Landon Kelly packed the air on the rear spoiler, got Nichols loose. Now Nichols is playing pinball, being binged and banged around. 54 shoves him off down into 1.
Rodriguez a big gain as well, too.
Whoa. He's challenging for the lead.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there's a
We're
turn.
not done yet. All we got contact. Rodriguez around.
Oh, I think I might have jinxed him. Oh, that's Cofield trying to get out of the way. I think it was too. Luckily in the infield.
Accident. Yes, sir. Trouble. You knew it was going to happen, guys. They were just racing so aggressive. And one wrong move sent him around.
Just about to say how much gain Rodriguez had made too, but look at this. Have a look at the 6. A little bit of a slide, isn't it? Maybe a little bit of a nudge there. A little bit of contact, obviously, between Randy's car. As you can see, the liquid depth.
Justin and Dean, now that I look at it, maybe Randy was I'm not saying he done anything wrong, but he didn't back away from the 6 rear end of that car either. I mean, he could have backed away from the spoiler a little bit. He didn't.
No,
watch this again. Look at Nichols. I think the caution's going to be called on Nichols. I hate to say it, but I think he's the cause of the caution. Well, Rodriguez, yep, there it is. Man,
well, Rodriguez got a little loose. Either way, they're both going to the back. Either way, they're both going to the back.
Yeah,
it's all about the way you hit somebody, right? Especially with these next-gen cars, you know, Justin. If you hit somebody dead center, and I've said it before, if you hit somebody dead center, you're going to punt them and maybe move them forward. But if you hit them in the corner, left or right, you're going to make them lose it. And that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, it looks like the 6 was loose at the same time, so that's going to be a double whammy.
Cofield was very lucky to get the inside there too.
Man.
He called that one earlier. Cofield could have easily gone straight into him. I think he got a spinner there.
Driving below the apron is not always a bad thing, Dean.
Nope.
My goodness, wow.
No. So here's Randy.
Another angle.
This is how close it is looking from Randy's perspective. So they are almost leaning on each other. You can see the 6 does get a little loose, but no lift off from Randy. He's pedal to the metal. So as again, that's been called from Justin White. Sent them both to the principal's office on that one.
So we take another caution. We take another break. Drivers are pitting. Still plenty of racing left to go. We're only 50 laps into this race, and already heading to pit stops again. Right now, there is lap number 46 of 55 for Glass Mechanics Day 2. Under 10 to go. We're back at Auto Club in just a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Welcome back as we get to the finalization of stage number 2 here. We had another caution involving some championship guys. These guys are pitting, make strategy all over the place. Guys taking tires, guys staying out. We're going to see what happens here. Looks like Tristan Bruce is back on the track, 9 laps down. We still have about 7 laps to go to complete this stage. So let's see where we get from here. As wait on West to come back from... Wes is cleaning his laundry, by the way. But waiting on Wes to get back. We're going to take green. Landon Kelly took the high side here. Championship driver 38 of Ryan Johnson took the bottom. He really didn't have a choice because Landon got a lane choice. As we come back green, completion of lap 48, starting lap 49, and they are back underway under green. As Landon Kelly takes them off down into turn number 1.
Randy Nichols and Trevor Williams, 10th and 11th. But remember, look at that. Just fuel only for Randy and Trevor Williams. So I reckon they might stay out at the end of the stage break for sure to gain themselves some great track position back into this one. You're never out, as you said. Might have the likes there of T. Bruce a few laps down, but a couple more cautions later, he can be back into this fix. We are going to get to a caution in 7 or so laps to go. Landon Kelly leading here from Ryan Johnson, who's the only one. And Caulfield's back up there in that P7 position after he fell back with one little mistake that he made. The only mistake in this race, but luckily no damage.
Nope, and he still didn't take tires. He elected to stay out. Again, even with that little snap of the car, seems like he may have said, you know what, it just happened, just a fluke. We're going to see what happens, stay out, save those extra set of tires just in case. I am not 100% sure they're going to play that much of a factor. Oh, is there side-by-side going off down into turn number 2? The 38 door in the 95. Here comes the 54.
Here comes Drew as well. Remember, Drew was involved in an earlier incident.
There comes the
Mark
57
Caulfield.
of Mark Caulfield. Daddy Mark, or Daddy Caulfield.
Yeah, he could play a big factor here as well to get his son, Jonathan Caulfield, in that one. Of course, they'd like to have a Caulfield 1 and 2 in this run, and it wouldn't really matter which Caulfield finishes first.
Watch them door bang right there because they come across the start-finish line between the 54 and the 57. The 95 is still out there. Look at Ryan Johnson going to send it to the middle. Decides to back out of it, and look at Mr. Consistency, the 77. He's making his way to the front.
Yeah, here comes Mr. Mustache Harden. He wants to climb into the top 5, and you got an onboard camera with him right there. And look at him slicing and dicing up top with Kelly, Caulfield, Ballesteros, and on the bottom
Fighting
comes
the wheel.
Johnson.
Fighting the wheel. Nothing easy.
If you're a
these
guy
guys.
like Nichols, Justin, don't fret because you can get back up there and race again. Look at what Johnson did. And as I say that, I just saw Nichols pop up into the top 10 on the scoring pylon.
Nichols is at the very tail end of this lead pack here. If I'm Randy Nichols, I'm like, you all go up there and race, wreck each other out. I'll just be back here watching.
That's true.
I'm a hang back.
That's
You
true.
guys do your thing.
Not a bad spot to be, isn't it? And once again, I was still saying that you don't count out old T. Bruce because he certainly has the pace around here. He's just got to get himself. He needs a couple more cautions to be back into this one as well, too. So he'd be sitting there going, I wouldn't believe I won this race after that incident before, but you never know. Anything can happen.
Working their way back into the corner again into turn 2. Down that back straightaway here at Auto Club and under 3 remaining. Want to say thanks again to Glass Mechanic. They have sponsored Stage 2 for a majority of our NASRA events over the year. We appreciate them. And here we go now, ready to settle this. Kelly showing his strength on the high side, but look at this one now. Open the door to Mark Cofield. That is Jonathan's dad right now, Justin, trying to go to the lead in that Harley-Davidson ride.
Yeah, he's like, I have raced only a handful of races here, but guess what? I'm here, and I'm here to challenge door to door with a 95 off of 2, shoves him close to the wall. 57 decides to let out of the gas and let the 38 come up beside him. Good call, good clean racing, good clean hard racing. 38's going to have a run, going to send it off. Is he going to try to pull a slide job? Is he going to be clear?
Yeah, he's clear. Surely he's going to be clear, isn't he?
Nope. 95 charging out back. Here he comes with that momentum push.
He ain't cleared yet.
Nope.
Final lap of stage number 2.
Down into the corner. Final time. Look at Kelly up top. He wants to win a stage.
He does.
Will at least be the winner of the last stage, by the way. Now,
38's
stage
going to get
racing,
clear.
stage racing will still
Whoa!
remain as now
There they go.
He spins on his own down below the apron, front nose into the inside wall. We stay green though. Johnson from the outhouse to the penthouse. Here he comes, doing all he needs to do to try to win a championship. One of the championship 6 takes Glass Mechanic. Stage 2, it's Tiny Horse, Ryan Johnson in 38. And now the caution will fly because the end of the stage.
You don't want me to pick a winner,
End
do
of
you?
the stage. Yeah, we let that play out because the 54 he did wreck, but that was not enough to bring out the caution. So we're going to let that kind of play out, and the 38 will win stage number 2.
Yep.
And he'll come around here to pick up the pace car in 1, and he is in the catbird seat right now. 38 is clearly the guy that has been just consistency all just being consistent. That's his key. Had a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a snafu. Now the question is he down on tire strategy? Is he down a set of tires?
That's the thing, wasn't he? Because he did take some tires earlier, but we've seen what happens that you don't necessarily always have to take tires, do you? From Jonathan Caulfield, he did a lot of those laps without the tires. He's done since lap 21. Actually, he's done the whole race, hasn't he? Without taking tires. He's only taken one pit stop. That was on lap 21.
Tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, run 57 laps with no tires. So there you go. I mean, it can be done, obviously.
Diebold's back in.
Here's the question.
That's another championship contender, of course, to look out for. So he's taken up by. This is where I'd imagine some of these drivers are not going to come. I wouldn't not going to come in.
There's no way I'm not coming. I'm coming for 4 freshies with this, especially with over half
what
of the
about
race still left.
Randy? Oh, but then he gets in P4, isn't it? So he's got
Yeah,
a lot.
you got to come.
Yeah.
You got to come down pit road.
Caulfield, what for
I mean,
Will?
Randy was just on pit road 11 laps ago. He filled the tank up. So
Yeah.
if I were, then that was because he was part of the caution. If I'm him, I'm coming down. I'm taking 4, filling this thing up, packing it full as much fuel as I can, and hopefully run this thing out to close to the end.
What about T Bruce and stuff? If he's 9 laps down, would he just stay out and try to get himself a lap back, or not risk it? Is that pit lane closed when they're coming in?
If I was Tristan, I'd stay out, but just try to gather as many laps as I can.
Looked like the pit lane was closed, but I'm Maybe that's just because
The last pit stop info. There it is right there. Ryan Johnson, 4 tires. A lot of drivers, for the most part. Also, Justin came in for repairs.
Yeah, repair bills.
Man.
Yes.
Race summary so far. Look down below and you'll see the race summary. There's also a look at the wrench wranglers. That's damaged vehicle time it's taken to fix cars. Look at this. 7 cautions in 60 laps for the championship race here tonight at Auto Club Speedway. Wow.
So a call in here, 57 EOL for pit road impedance. 57 will get an EOL. He lagged back coming to pit road. So in front of, Mark Cofield, he will receive an EOL for pit road impedance.
Dalton Shearer says the Betty White car here. Crazy how many different races there is. Everyone tune in Tuesday to the endurance race. It should be raining and will make it interesting. Oh, wow. So they're calling for rain.
Oh, like
at the endurance race, Dean, is what they're saying. Wow.
Why not?
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We see rain. Where are we going to Tuesday? I'm trying to remember. Tuesday night.
Guess as good as mine.
I'm ahead of you. Believe me, I've got a schedule. I keep up with my life. Everything I do, I have to keep up with a schedule. We're going to the Indianapolis road course, if you remember. World's greatest race course in Indianapolis. So that'll be, of course, on the 14th. Justin White, Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Just after 10 o'clock. Restart's coming up, and we're coming back to green. We're back in the radio in just a moment.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media, Facebook at CRN Community Radio Network. Also, check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Back here at Auto Club Speedway, 2 stages are down. 1 stage remains. The championship on the line for 6 drivers, and for the other hopefuls, they're just trying to make some noise and chaos for the final stage of the season. Welcome back to coverage of the Florida Cabinet Distributors 200 from the virtual Auto Club Speedway on iRacing. 56 laps to go. Justin White, we are ready to come back for a restart. If you are in the hunt, there's 3 right now in the top 10. This is where you've got to be smart. And for these guys on the outside looking in, you got to get to the front in a hurry. Back to green.
You've got to get to the front in a hurry. You got to get around these part-time guys or guys who are not racing for the championship. You got to get around them. Get out front. That's where the clean area is. That's where you want to be. I wouldn't waste any time on these new tires. I'd push to get to the front quickly.
Back down the back straightaway. Kelly leading. How about this, Dean? Look at Josh Rodriguez.
Yep.
Look at him. He was spinning earlier. He's back to the lead. Fighting Kelly for the top spot on the top side.
He's loving the high line up there, exactly. He had some serious pace in this one. So, Landon Kelly, Josh Rodriguez fought his way up through there. Landon Kelly's been at the front majority of the race as well, too. Here comes Randy and the Tony Horse, Ryan Johnson and Coalfield. So all championship contenders are all close to each other like magnets on the cars. Can't be separated. Certainly going to be interesting. Oh, hard lick into the fence there from Rodriguez. That'll slow him back. That'll actually allow Coalfield and Johnson to go through at the moment, and if not Harden as well, too, to get the momentum on the outside. There he is. Mr. Mustache will slice his way through. Just one little tank slap into the fence, but I'm surprised. Yeah, John Rodriguez's car has copped a bit of damage, and he's been in the wars here tonight a few times.
Yep, looks like we champion 3 of the championship contenders, 69, 38, 58, all sitting 2, 3, 4. Who else?
Williams and Williams, Diebold, and the other drivers are on the outside looking in, but anything can happen, Justin, that they can get back in it.
Hey, the 69 could lose it here. Collect the 39 and the 58, and here we go. Which guy? What I mean, if then Trevor Williams is sitting in the catbird seat, he's ahead of Roger DeBold. Roger could have a problem, wreck half the field, and take him with it. I mean, there is a number of things that can happen. Never, ever, ever give up. Never fold. Just don't. You never know.
Look at what happened to these two drivers, Justin and Dean. Look at Nichols. Look at Johnson. The problems they had at the beginning of this race, and now they're right back up fighting for the championship. I love the fact that we're seeing drivers that are early risers or the championship contenders or future racers, champions, racing amongst each other, like Kelly, like Martin, like Rodriguez, and the show they're putting on.
Correct. I mean, if you want to get better, race with the guys who are faster. That is the only way you can improve. And when you're racing against the likes of Randy Nichols, Ryan Johnson, Mark Cofield, Landon Kelly, Tristan Bruce, you are going to get better. You won't have a choice, or you're just going to stay in the back. But you will pick up a few things. You will figure out how they race, and you will start to emulate and copy them. You will get faster. Looks like
Dean, I want to say you got to be patient, but obviously, if you're these guys in the back right now, 50 laps is not a lot. I mean, that's 100 miles remaining. I know we're coming to halfway, but I mean, look, you got to get up there to the front. You got to do it now.
You want to get yourself in the top 10 at least, I think, absolutely. Williams 13th, Diebold 14th, T. Bruce a lot of laps down there. He needs a handful of cautions, so probably bring it back into this one. But yep, the other drivers, I mean, give it to T. Bruce at least for getting the repairs done and not throwing the towel in just yet. Once again,
he did.
As you said there, Justin, could be a wreck that takes out 4 of these championship contenders, and all of a sudden you're back in it. So never say never.
Yeah, don't forget, there's payouts for 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the 5 and 6 of the championship. So I mean, looks like Randy Nichols into the wall, slowed him down a little bit there. But yeah, you finish one position higher, will get you a little bit more of the payout.
Working now into the tri-oval. Here they come to the line. And now Kelly in the lead. So we watch these guys. Now Bonsai down to the inside. Here comes Ryan Johnson from Salem, Wisconsin. You got Texan driver, Liquid Death 69. Randy Nichols up top. And Jonathan Cofield. All right there with each other. Remember, Johnson's won a championship before. He won an Xfinity title. He won a NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series title. Cofield has won a championship. He won the DSR Electric Truck Series title in Season 5.
Whoa, nice little push there, isn't it? In the back there. Could open up the door there for Cofield.
Jeff Burke won the championship last year for the NASRA Cup Series. Didn't really run a lot with us this season because of other obligations or conflicts, but he has popped in when he can.
Ryan Johnson challenging for the lead here.
A different line for Nichols, Justin. Do you like that? You think that's a good idea? What do you think?
I think it is. I think that's where your momentum change is going to be, is up high. He's looking for clean air. That's what he's looking for. He's trying to stay out of these guys' dirty air ahead of him. Landon Kelly keeps, trying to keep on the door of Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson has the bottom working. That is where his speed is. Landon Kelly gets the run back off the corner as they pull neck and neck down off into turn number 3. But watch Johnson here. He's going to dive it in there deep into 3. Pull up right alongside of him, almost. I mean, if he does it the right way, he did it when he went for the stage win earlier. He cleared him off of 4.
So hitting the fence like that's not going to help.
Exactly, and it puts pressure on the leader to make the move. 47 to go.
Across the stripe, down to the inside. Johnson's there. He's got Kelly on the high side. They're stride for stride, door to door. Nichols now. Give him plenty of room. He's right behind him, and they're now door to door now for the lead. Here is a champion contender and a man that wants to be seen now. Take notice, 95. Kelly fans, he's up there fighting with these guys. And I love the fact, Dean, that he's respecting them.
Yeah.
He's giving them plenty of room.
Fair but firm. Firm but fair. Same way. Whichever way, but yeah. Be looking out for Landon Kelly next season as well, too. If he's be a full-time driver, that'll be absolutely fantastic. I'm sure these drivers are going to give him a pat on the back. Let's not speak too soon. But yeah, Randy.
Look at that outside. Look at that outside run by Randy Nichols here. But yeah, I think
Johnson
Landon
on the bottom.
full-time.
Yeah, Kelly, I think, is trying to make a name here tonight, and I love the fact that he is respecting everybody around him, but he's also racing as hard as he can with them. That's that purple 95 Premier Racing Setups car for Landon Kelly. Landon Kelly, 44th in the standings. He was the part-time driver with 7 starts now, 1 top 10, and 1 top 5 so far this year. That's been
Look
it.
at that. Look what's scary behind him. 1, 2, 3 championship contenders right there, battling it out for second, third. And Landon Kelly's
like-
go for it.
Landon Kelly's like the carrot or the hare for a dog race.
Groundhog.
Like
Groundhog racing.
Groundhog or
Greyhound racing.
Greyhound race in Florida. Like he's like, here, come chase the carrot, chase me down.
The bunny.
Johnson
he's
got
on the wall
loose.
again, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Bongold stays to the inside, says, have at it, boys. Race for the title. Thank you, Buzzy. I appreciate that. And I was going to say something in regards to Buzzy Bongold earlier, and we had an accident or something happen, and I lost my train of thought. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. If there is a dark horse or a improved driver pick that I think can make some noise in the new season, I think it's going to be Buzzy Bongold, Justin and Ding.
Yeah, Buzzy is getting better each and every week.
Yes, he is.
Mondays, Fridays, Wednesdays. He is overall a decent driver. I think he just gets caught up in a few accidents and he pays the price, but I think he'll get there. I'm telling you guys, I'm back to the lead here. The top line is it. That is where you want to be. That is it. That's it.
We lost Kelly. We lost Kelly. His internet connection's dropped out
Kelly,
or something.
He dropped.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Kelly.
no.
Oh, man. Something amiss on Kelly. We lost him. He's got a technical error or something going on with the 95. Now he's popped back up, and I think he's in 13th.
No, I think he's going to drop out of the race. His quality's 37 and dropping.
Man.
33. Yeah, he's going to
Need to give. I need to use that service that I talked about. Some of the Aussies use if their internet drops out, it backs off to your phone there, so you can still keep yourself in the race. Anyway.
Oh, me and you need to chat.
DM me about that one. Yeah, it's happened to a lot of Australian drivers.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Just to have a bag of 24, still dropping, still 22. Yep, he's going to time out. He's already a lap down. He's going to time out here.
So it brings Randy to the lead. So look at that. 1, 2, 3 championship contenders. 12th, 13th, and 16th for the final 3.
Top 3 guys, championship guys. Now they're racing for it. Landon Kelly had a technical issue. There he goes. He just dropped due to packet loss. Now we have a battle for the lead and for the championship. Can you beat one of these 3 guys?
You know, Randy's just sticking to that high side, isn't he? He's loving it up there, whereas Caulfield and Johnson are down the inside. A little mistake there from Caulfield again. Oh,
Yeah,
same thing that happened earlier.
Caulfield. Unbelievable. It happened earlier, just like you said, and somehow he saved it. This time he saves it again. But he ends up falling all the way back to 8th. 8th isn't a bad number, but the difference of interval is he's now about 5 seconds back to the championship contenders of Nichols and Johnson. With 40 to go, 80 miles remaining in the race in the season.
Yeah, and Anthony Harden. You see him looking to the right? That's where he's looking currently at Ryan Johnson's car. That's why he's looking to his right monitor screen, because he's checking to see where he is in comparison to him. Now he's just got to look forward. He's got JJ behind him. You can see fighting with the wheel. It's a bumpy circuit. You can see this one. I mean, they really need to resurface it, of course, but they're not going to, because you said the guys don't race here anymore in the NASRA series, Cup series, the NASCAR.
Nope,
But
they do not.
iRacing could surface it if they wanted to.
This track is gone.
Yeah. Anyway, certainly fun. So, very unfortunate for Lennon Kelly. I mean, you would have picked him to win the race too, for sure, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he was an easy shoe in to win the race. He had it. I just don't. The internet service got him.
That's tough break for Landon Kelly. And out of the race. He really was an absolute.
Oh, there's a wiggle from Randy.
I think he probably had one of the best races he's ever had of his career, from what I've seen so far.
I agree. Look at
now
Mr. Mustache.
Yep,
Look at Mr. Mustache.
Now look at Hardin. Hardin now wants to be the new Kelly. He says, "Don't count out John Deere Green." I'm coming.
Man, what a Cinderella story if Anthony could win this sucker and walk it off. Knock on wood here to get rid of the broadcaster's curse.
And right now he is up to third. Hardin's car. One of those guys that has stuck with it all year long. He made the playoffs. He fell out there. But of course, a driver that, at least he showed up. Well, he didn't make the playoffs. My apologies. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He made the first round. There he is. He was in the Sweet 20. I thought he was.
Yeah.
And then he missed the cut line for the Elite 12. But nonetheless, this is a guy that he was consistent and he showed up. And Anthony Hardin, 12th in the points for donuts on the backstretch. 1 top 5, 13 top 10s. Make no mistake here, this is the best race he's got for him.
Yeah, he's definitely got a great race going for him now.
Very good racing career in the Cup Series as well too. He's going to show performance, and he's going to get better and better. Really, the more you do a lot of league racing, the better you get. Of course, as you learn to drive around. Of course, joining leads as well too. You got to learn. A little loosey goosey coming out of the corner there from JJ. You got to learn how to race the drivers around you, and everybody's a different animal in the car. And then once you learn to door bang with them over and over again, you learn how to make your moves past them, and you know how to beat them.
Yep, we'll close down. 35 to go to finalize season number 2. Ryan Johnson out front, Randy Nichols second, Anthony Hardin third, Jeffrey Triple J sitting in P4. Think about this, guys. If Triple J would have made the final 6, he was not that far off. He would be right up here in the mix.
Yep. There is JJ. There he is. Just shy, wasn't it? Just shy. You can see there. Right on the bubble line with Trevor Williams.
As, by the way, Justin had mentioned when we came on the air, with 35 to go now, or under 35 to go, championship will be decided. Drivers in the white box on the scoring pylon ticker are your championship men. Like, subscribe, share, click the bell to keep up with content for the NASRA upcoming events.
Whoa!
And look at, Johnson off the pace again. But he's back on the gas, and he fell back to 4th.
These guys, even the championship guys, are having a struggle with keeping this car up underneath them. Man, this thing is a handful.
You're not immune, isn't it, at this point?
No, nobody's immune.
And we are expecting more rounds of pit stops, I'd imagine, too. With Buzzy Mongol go in, Joshua Suss go in. 75% fuel capacity. When are you thinking there, Justin, they're going to come down past for the final time this evening?
I'm thinking here in the next 10 laps or so, they're going to pit.
I think Andrew's gone off somewhere. And maybe T. Bruce as well, too. T. Bruce is slow. They've had a collision. No caution. Well, what's happened?
Have they?
Man, what happened here? Oh, boy, Tristan Bruce.
He's got loose.
He lost
and he's
it.
tagged.
He lost it. Got into Alzuski. There it is. Bam.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
when
what's
it rains,
happened.
it pours for Tristan Bruce, doesn't it? And no caution. They do not throw a yellow because there was no cars around them. No need to throw a caution.
No.
There's green flag pit stops, though.
That's Roger Diebold.
Well, were we expecting this?
I think Roger was off the pace. Roger's 2 laps down. Yeah, Roger's 2 laps down. No, he was in. He had some serious damage.
Andrew's in the pit road as well.
Mongold, and some other guys are pitting. Andrew Alzewski, the 11, all messed up. He's on the pit lane also. Closing in on 30 remaining.
Joshua
What
Suss has come
started out
out
as
in the
the
mix of this.
Thunderclap Cup Series is now transitioned in 2 seasons to the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. It has been fun bringing it to you since, September, mid-September, right after Labor Day of last year. This is the final race. Justin's taken a much-needed break, and obviously we'll come back in the probably right after Labor Day again, I guess, to do it again all over for Season 3, right, Justin?
We definitely will. Yep, I'm going to take some time off, enjoy my summer with the kids, and not be so tied down to a sim rig. Going to actually go outside and touch some grass, as Bo Condit would say, the driver of the 25 machine when he is racing here with us. I'm going to go out and touch some grass and enjoy my kids this summer instead of worried about coming in watching guys race on a Wednesday night. We might go camping a couple of times too. I need that time to enjoy with them.
And I know that we don't really embellish in everything that you've gone through, but I know you have publicly said some stuff that you know, like letting our audience know, letting us know for that matter. And obviously, you know, to endure everything you went through on a personal level and still be able to have your kids and enjoy life. And, you know, I know we love what we do on the NASRA side and what you've done with the Cup Series for iRacing, but take a break, enjoy it with them.
I will, because let me tell you what, this season and everything I went through was the most enduring season I have ever experienced. It was a true test of how much did I really want to be here. But I made it. We're here. We finalized the season, and we'll move on to Season 3 in a little bit different format, and we'll change the cars up a little bit. We'll still remain in the Cup Series, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get back to. Looks like this season trended in the direction I wanted it to.
No more winning, you're in, right?
Loose. Yep.
No more winning, you're in.
No toxicity. Here for fun. We're here to race each other, rub doors a little bit, and have a little bit of fun. 69 got loose there off of 4. 77 is going to look to capitalize on it. Is he going to be able to get clear? Mr. Consistency, Mr. Mustache, coming to the front.
Oh, he's loose. He's loose. He's loose.
77 got loose.
Yeah, he saw the snap of the steering wheel.
Harden.
Yeah. Now he's going to be under attack from JJ again. You can see that little frustration on usually a smiling face there most of the time with Anthony Harden. And you can understand why, because he's battling. How about, look at this too. These two drivers are still not out of this one. Caulfield and Johnson are trying to fight their way back up to the front there to catch Randy.
I will say green flag pit stops have started. The 57 split this stage in half and is already pitted. And he's now 1 lap down, just now crossing the start-finish line. But he is also running the fastest laps of the race. So the question is, did he pit too soon? Did he pit too late?
Did
he pit too soon, and these guys are going to pit too late? We're going to find out.
Caulfield, another little snap as well too on the exit there. He's going to have to lift off on that battle that he's had with Tiny Horse. And so you see Joshua Suss up the road there. He came in the pit road, and he's eventually got past these drivers. So that's just a blue machine up the front there, and it puts the Premier Prosper Endurance Racing Series on. Goes our Tuesday night ones, as well as you saw, the Daytona 6 Hours coming up soon. Anthony Harden's fighting after that little mistake there with Jeffrey Johnson. He's been pretty consistent in this one. Go ahead and
he regathered himself, and he's got the car back underneath him here. So question is, when do you pit? When do you pit? Did Mark Caulfield pit too early? Did the 57 pit too early? To me, I think he might have. We got 25 to go at the line here. So question is, when do you pit? When is that? What's the what I like to use? When is that money stop going to come into play?
Was it time to cash in, right?
Yep, time to cash in.
Yep. And don't count out Trevor Williams as well, too, you know. He's still in this one. He's inside that top 10. He's a lap down. But never know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you'd have to say T. Bruce, unfortunately, I'd have to say out on that one after that recent incident.
Trevor Williams pitting. Trevor Williams pitting this time.
How do you know that before I know
Randy's coming down pit road. Green flag pit stops have commenced. 69, 77 down pit road.
The pit stop of your virtual iRacing life happens now for the man out of Texas. Anthony Harden will follow. Will any other takers come down? No, they will not. Yes, they will. Here
Trevor
comes
Williams.
Williams.
Yep.
He'll come down pit road. A strategy for this guy who's in behind the back of the top 10. 4 of the championship 6 in the top 10. And right now on pit road, Nichols. And it's looking like 4 tires. Williams is in. He's had a quiet race tonight.
Don't do that.
And you overshot your damn pit box. Justin, you can't do that. Not in championship night.
Nope.
These are the things I said coming on the air. This will cost you.
It will cost you. You cannot overshoot your pit box. You can't do it.
Sorry. Tony Burlington was coming
I hear
down.
tires squealing. What happened?
Ryan Johnson.
Did Ryan Johnson lose it?
Ryan Johnson.
He did.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, guys. He spun out. Yes, he did. He spun entering onto pit road. What in the world?
No. This is the mistake you don't want to be making as well, too.
Yeah, he was coming
Oh,
off.
oh
He
my
was
God, wow.
he was lost. He lost it all the way and spun it all the way around with nobody coming. No caution comes out.
Nope.
That's twice now we've had championship contenders have problems, and the caution's not thrown
Caulfield's in.
because there's nobody around. There's no need to throw a yellow flag.
Let iracing control it. Don't fight it.
Cofield on pit road. He was second.
Yep. Tiny horses.
Jeffrey
New
Johnson
in.
staying out.
leader, Jeffrey Johnson. He's the new leader, by the way.
Pitting this time. 33 pitting this time.
There's the leader, Jeffrey Johnson, the New Edge Simulations, number 33. He's the Ford. He's dropping down to the bottom of the apron. He's on pit road. Closing in on 20 to go. And here comes more green flag pit stops. Cycle it back around. It looks like Nichols is going to be the man to lead after a pit stop cycle, Justin and Dean.
Yep, looks like he's going to pull it off here and going to be the leader right here. But look who's right on nipping on his heels. The 77 Mr. Mustache, Mr. Consistency. Look at there.
Anthony Harden right there in striking distance as they work their way back across the stripe. Another lap on the board. This is for the final race of the season. And Anthony Harden is right now trying to do something he's never done before in the history of NASRA, and that is win a race. Anthony Harden in the number 77 entry, patiently, methodically, working his way, following the man that looks like to be the champion. Harden, in 37 starts, has no wins, 2 top 5s, and 25 top 10s.
And he is right there.
Right to the bottom.
Driving it down in there. Pulls alongside of the 69. Does he have enough to maintain the momentum? And he looks like he will. Holy moly. The 77 challenging the championship leader and the race leader. He says, look, you may win the championship, but I want to win this race.
Yeah, and if you're the likes of Reddy, do you want to be fighting it that much? Of course, you'd love to be on the top step winning the race, but you're going to win the championship anyway. He's got a bit of a gap. He needs to maintain that gap, of course. Randy needs to make sure he keeps that Caulfield down the road by 8 seconds or so.
Me, I would let Anthony go on.
I would
and
too.
I would just maintain my gap.
That's what he's done. That's what he's done, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to just be fighting and burning your tires and chewing everything through it and forcing yourself into mistakes, isn't it, really, at the end of the day?
Let Anthony. Let him go out and win this thing. You know, you can win the race. I'll take the championship. Just go.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, I'll follow you. I will follow you, and I just will maintain that gap over Jonathan Cofield, which is 8 seconds. I mean, Randy just needs to finish this thing. That's all he needs to do. That's all he needs to do, and he will be your season 2 champ.
It's 8 seconds. It might be a little less so because Caulfield's on the back there of Rodriguez, and he wants to fight his way back up through. He realizes he's got 19 laps to go. He needs to do let's just say, that's fine. If you can chip yourself in about half a second a lap quicker than the leaders, you're back in it. You're certainly back in it.
That's correct.
We'll keep an eye on those fastest 5 for 5s. They'll sort themselves out there after these pit stops have just shaken up a little bit. So Caulfield's in clear air now. He's got 3 seconds up the road there to catch JJ. He's got Caulfield that could help him out too, because Caulfield could slow him up.
We had green flag pit stops going on, so we Forgot to do the Premier Racing setup, 20 to go, so we'll go side by side real quickly and thank them. We do thank Premier Racing Setups, under 20 remaining, but thank you for what they do with NASRA. And, of course, mention NASRA in your checkout. Get a discount, and NASRA gets some money back in their pocket as well. Monthly subscription start at only $20. Support Premier Racing Setups. My buddy Andrew Navarro, I've known him a long time, since probably when iRacing got really big during the COVID season. PremierRacingSetups.com. As they come back across the stripe, Hardin is the leader. Nichols is in second. Mark Cofield, and there's Jeffrey Johnson now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold off Jonathan Cofield in the top 5. Here comes the 33.
Well, this is the situation. If it was Mark Cofield, I'd try to hold up JJ as much as possible, but JJ just got past him. Hold him up and bring him into the clutches of Cofield down the road there, of course, his son. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like he could hold him up for too much longer, as JJ managed to get past. But that's what you'd want to do, isn't it? Just bring him into the clutches of Cofield down the road there, and give Cofield any possible remote attempt here of catching Randy Nichols for the championship. Whoa! As JJ makes an error, that will allow Cofield, I'd imagine, maybe to come through. Cofield will be at full speed here. Just trying to keep an eye on that fastest 5 for 5. It is Jonathan Cofield. Look at that. So there it is. He'll get past JJ on the outside as JJ's getting up to full speed. Actually, no. So JJ's there. That's a lap car. Colefield's pushing 2 for now. That's Mark Cofield. Sorry, up there. I'm getting confused there. That's JJ next to him. So, yeah, it's Mark Cofield. You know, Mark Cofield's going to not hold up Jonathan Cofield whatsoever. As you can clearly see, that's T. Bruce there. I'm getting really confused here with the drivers all around the place. So, if Cofield can get a slingshot, Jonathan Cofield can get a slingshot from Mark Cofield, he's then got to catch Randy Nichols. That's going to be the closest battle here. Johnson's just too far down with 15 to go. But,
ladies and gentlemen, Justin and Dean are going to carry y'all the rest of the way. 15 laps to go. I'll take you to the checkered flag, but I've got to get ready for the weekend. And I travel out of town here in the next couple hours, literally. I'm doing laundry, calling iRacing, and packing my luggage all at the same time. 14 laps to go as we have just passed lap 100. Who will be the champion? And can Hardin, Justin, pick up his first ever NASRA victory? We know what it's like. We know we want to see a champion tonight, but we know what it's like when we see a first-time NASRA winner.
That's a big deal. These NASRA wins do not come easy.
No,
they are not easy. And when you get one, you cherish it and you relish in it because you may not know when the next one will come.
Ask Brendan Broadfoot what it meant to get a first ever victory in NASRA. He'll tell you. Ask anybody else. They'll tell you.
But hey, look at Brandon Broadfoot, and then he gets disqualified for this race after he already had one too many ULs. So your luck can change that quick.
Oh, almost into the side of Buzzy there.
I feel bad for them, but I mean, I know there's rules, there's formats, and you got to do what you got to do. And obviously, Justin, I will say this as well. On the promoter role side, you don't take no from nobody. I mean, you can't, right? You can't let the inmates run the asylum.
As soon as they chip that, there's a caution. Caution's out. Who is it involving? Oh my gosh, looks like it's involving the 23.
Caution's out. Tristan Bruce. There it is, yellow flag. And by the way, this has not been the first time he's been in an accident. He had an incident on lap 73 as well, but no caution was thrown.
He's just pushing it. He's pushing it to the absolute limit. You can see T. Bruce just chucking everything he possibly can into this one, but unfortunately a little bit too wide into the fence.
Guys, if y'all want to be honest here, the last caution we had before all the cautions at the start of the race was on lap 55 at the end of the stage.
Well, this is, yeah, that's right. This has just changed everything. This is not what Randy needed in this race now. Randy did not need this caution to come out and bunch everybody back up because he's got Mark Cofield behind him who's going to allow Jonathan Cofield through, no doubt, to help him attack Randy. Then you're going to bring Tiny Horse back into play as well, too. He's only a few positions behind. Do the drivers pit now at all, Justin? Would you risk this track position late in this race with basically 11 to go, which will probably be about 9 to go once we get green again? What do you do? I think
he might have stepped away again.
I think he's on the
I think he stepped away again, yeah.
On race control duties. And he's got
a lot going on in his. He's a lot going on in his life,
yeah.
you know.
Anthony Harden. These drivers have done. When did they last time they came down a pit road as well too? Well, they haven't been down. They haven't been out here too long.
Ago.
Yeah, that's so you don't need gas. You shouldn't need tires.
Are you pitting, Justin? Are you doing anything?
They're coming in.
The answer is yes.
If I gotta sit, I'm pitting.
Wow.
With that short amount of time, it doesn't seem that the tires have that much of a gain, really, of an advantage. I would have stayed out if I was risking it for some of the drivers. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the tires are that. In a short 10-lap race, would you make that much of a difference? You're going to take your 2 laps or so to get the tires up to temperature anyway.
Everybody pitted here. Everybody pitted here. So the question is, do you just take gas on, or do you put 4 on it?
I wish iracing would make them a bit brighter in pit lane.
Believable.
This could be battle out of pit
road now. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, I'm being honest, guys. I wasn't expecting this.
No.
I figured, seriously, okay, you pitted, you're ready to go to the finish.
Randy comes out.
Maybe it is so important to have tires.
Randy beats Harden out of pit lane too. And that gives him a buffer of 1 car. So Randy, Anthony, and Jonathan comes out in that P3. So I think Randy needs Anthony Harden to hold up Jonathan Caulfield here, because Jonathan Caulfield's going to throw everything, the cats and dogs, kitchen sink, everything at this one. Ryan Johnson's got a few cars to navigate through if he wants to get up there. I think that was a key pit stop strategy, isn't it, from Randy Nichols to get out ahead there of Anthony Harden?
Yeah, there was, and Anthony Harden actually had a 0.3 second difference of pitting. So, Randy's net pit was 14.2, Anthony was 14.5. That's the difference.
That's when you practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops. How many times do I have to say it? Practice your pit stops.
Unbelievable. Practice, practice, practice. Oh, and by the way, we still have a championship to decide.
Yep.
Amongst the championship. I mean, Nichols, listen, Randy Nichols has had the phenomenal year. Can we say that? Led the regular season points championship, has the most wins of anybody in 20 starts. He's got 5 wins, 2 poles, 11 top 5s, 12 top 10s. Is it only fitting Caulfield is right up there, right? He's been in the top 5. 2 wins this year for him. Ryan Johnson, 3 wins. But most importantly, I'm also watching guys like Anthony Harden and Mark Caulfield, and you know what? Josh Rodriguez too. He's right there for Nighthawk. 1 pole. His biggest celebration this year was 1 pole award. 4 top 5, 7 top 10s. Never a win in NASRA. Could it happen? You got guys like Mark Caulfield, Anthony Harden, Josh Rodriguez. They've never won in the NASRA series. And then you got these other guys that are fighting for a title coming to green.
You'd hate to say it, but 1 wreck can change all this. Absolutely.
1 wrong mistake. You're exactly right. Could it happen? Here they come. Pace car dropping onto the pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the line. The green flag will fly. Back into racing. 9 to go. Make it 8 to go. That is 16 miles from the finish. And Justin White, the champion. We know it's going to be a new champion because Jeff Burke won it last year. He's not defending it this season.
Nope, it's going to be a new champion. And I'm looking at the restart here. I'm trying to make sure we don't have any fishy stuff on the restart. So give me just a moment to take a look at it here.
Caulfield's going to put a lot of pressure there on Anthony Harden. as he wants to fight down Randy Nichols. This is a bit unfortunate, you'd have to say, for Anthony Harden at this point, because he just hit the wall as well too. He had a possibility of winning that race before the last race caution, but at this point, you know that he knows that Caulfield's going to be wanting to do everything to chase down Randy to win this race. Could be a spanner in the mix, saying Anthony Harden. It could be something that Caulfield wants to shake off quickly. Anthony Harden still wants to get up there and get himself a race win. And we know that Jonathan Caulfield wants to catch Randy Nichols. Go ahead.
And it's a win it.
I feel 77. I feel if I'm the 77, I feel like I'm partially being robbed of my first race win right there. It was in the bag. It was his, and it's ripped away. That is why NASRA wins come at a price. And when you get them, you cherish it because it can change that quick.
Now, don't count Harden out. I mean, hopefully he can get back up there, but
he's got to push hard. I mean, super hard right now. You got to push really, really hard to get up there. And he's got two championship cars to do it.
Who are going to push a bit harder than you'd imagine.
And they're going to go as hard as they can, right?
They're not going to roll over.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to roll over and play dead.
No.
They're not going to let this guy just come in and steal the show.
Yeah.
Nope, they're not. So
they'll door bang
go
you.
at the line.
They'll door bang
10 miles left in the Season 2 NASRA Cup Series.
Randy's just put his
foot
to the floor.
By the way, it sounds like there's going to be a NASRA ARCA Series returning in the place of the Wednesday night spot.
For a brief time.
Something like that.
Well, during an off time, the ARCA Series will race, and then we'll roll back into the Cup Series back in the fall.
Coming back at it. Season 3, a new format, obviously. No longer the winning you're in chase format is back. The stages and the winning you're in playoffs are gone. Now, I know there'll be stages, but obviously the chase, which we're already seeing start to come to fruition, watching the real stuff, but also NASRA's DSR Truck Series will start in Daytona on Monday. And Justin, I was bragging about you Monday night. I said, take notice. Justin White's going to be a threat on the Monday series, and you made some noise in the duels on Monday night.
Yes, sir. I am refocused back. I wasn't able to race as hard as I wanted to. It looks like Anthony Harden looks like he is kind of having some troubles here. But no, I refocused myself. I said, I'm going to give it another good honest go at it. You know, last season I was kind of hit or miss depending on personal issues, but now it's time to get back after it.
Well, we look forward to it. What do you think, Dean? 3 to go, buddy. 6 miles left.
Anthony Harden's fighting for that P3 position. He wants to at least get a podium. Tom, come talk to us. He's fighting out Mark Caulfield, who's also fighting it out a little bit back there with Ryan Johnson, Josh Rodriguez, and Jeffrey Johnson as well, too. But you said, too, Ryan Johnson's going to make sure that he's okay for that P3 position in the championship at best, because there's points for that, too, as you said, or payouts. But I don't think Caulfield's got nothing at this point, has he, for Randy? Randall's...
Not with that clean air. Clean air here. Any series we're in, clean air here is king. Trucks, Xfinity, Cup, get clean air, and at least until the tires start to wear, clean air is king.
To the line. 2 to go.
4 miles.
It is only fitting.
Oh, he might just get the lap lead, too.
The Liquid Death Chevrolet is up in front. And I don't want to take anything away from Cofield or Johnson or any of these other guys, but this guy has been the Pied Piper for the season. I mean, it has just been going that way. Here he comes off of turn number 4, a gaggle of traffic behind him, but he will see the white flag. 1 more lap to go. The Darren's Detail and Shine final lap. It will be the last lap. White flag for the Liquid Death, number 69. Here comes Randy Nichols. His final lap. Back straightaway for Blue Lights Racing. They've already won the Manufacturers Championship. They were nowhere in contention of anyone else. It was theirs to win. But only fitting now that the driver out of 21 races will end up with 2 poles, 6 wins, 12 top 5s, 13 top 10s, and now coming off turn 4 from Houston, Texas, it is Randy Nichols, Season 2 champion in the NASRA Cup Series. He takes the checkered flag
and the title, the battle, the war in the Florida Cabinet Distributors 200 at Auto Club. Win number 6 of the season also, guys, for the driver of Randy Nichols. Let the celebration begin for this man. And I'll tell you what, it's just been that kind of year for this guy, honestly. Here he comes down the front straightaway. Liquid Death, number 69. I like the gold. I like the gold in the tires right there. Don't that look sharp, Dean and Justin? That's sharp right there. I like that.
I do. It is. It's definitely a neat car.
The gold car takes the gold, pardon the pun, in the NASRA Cup Series. He will win the Florida Cabinet Distributors 200. He is the champion. He is also the winner. And remember when we came on the air, we told you that was a scenario. Remember what Justin White, the Cup director, said? He said, hey, if you can win the whole shebang, that's better on your cap. And only fitting for a guy that has had the domination of the entire year. I don't want to take anything away from Bruce or Cofield or any of those other guys that were in the championship contention. But it was literally like the perfect story to see him win the title. Here it is. Randy Nichols, he won all the way, runs the table, wins the title. And here is the results. As coming up, the 49 North Collision Victory Lane. I want to say thank you to them, located in Burlington, North Carolina. I appreciate them sponsoring all season long the Cup Series Victory Lane for the Cup Series of NASRA. Here's the results. Justin White and Dean Hopton are going to carry you guys the rest of the way as I got to finish packing and get on the road for real announcer obligations tonight, for that matter, for the weekend. Randy Nichols is the winner. Jonathan Cofield is second. Anthony Harden, so close, coming up short. Another top 5. He'll finish third. By the way, 13 lead changes among 9 drivers. 8 cautions for 24 laps. No overtime needed. Randy Nichols, hard charger. Randy Nichols, most laps led of 25. Cofield, fastest lap. Tristan Bruce was the pole man. The winning results go like this. Randy Nichols is the leader. Jonathan Cofield is second. He wins. Cofield second. Hardin third. We'll talk to them in a moment. Mark Cofield, Ryan Johnson, top 5. Josh Rodriguez, Jeffrey Johnson, Tony Burleson, Joshua Suss, and Justin Brandon New. Even though he got upside down earlier, he comes back and finishes for Ruthless Racing in the top 10.
Top 10, yep. Another championship driver, 17, Trey Williams, 11th, Buzzy Mongold, 12th. Another championship guy, the 19, Roger DeBolt, 13th. Tristan Bruce, another championship guy, 14th. Andrew Olszewski, 15th. Landon Kelly and his network issues finishes 16th. Drew Ballesteros, 17th. Vice President Cody Knight, 26th, finishes 18th. Lucas Lyons, 19th. Brandon Broadfoot, 20th. Matt Holmes, 21st. Dane Hagan, 22nd. And Robbie Wrecking Richards finishes 23 to close out your Auto Club 200, Florida Cabinet Distributors 200, Championship 200. That's your 23 racers in their finishing positions.
It is only fitting that the winner is the champion as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a privilege, pleasure, honor, not only to be the voice of NASRA, but as the voice of this Cup Series. Look forward to the fall, God willing, to be back with you all again for season number 3. As I mentioned, I got to get ready to pack up and hit the road. Justin White, Dean Hopton on production and color. They will carry y'all the rest of the way. Until then, this is Wesley Outland congratulating Randy Nichols, Liquid Death, win 6 of the year, and most importantly, the second champion in the NASRA Cup Series, winning the Florida Cabinet Distributors 200 at Auto Club. Stay with Justin and Dean. They'll carry you for interviews. You'll hear from the champion next, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the fall. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
All right, welcome back. The Florida Distributor Cabinets NASRA Cup Series Championship weekend has concluded, and we are going to talk to our championship 6 drivers, starting with Tristan Boosh, who finishes 6th. All right, bring him into the booth. Tristan, you got a copy?
Yep.
All right, 10-4. Tristan, we know you're upset. I understand where you're coming from. You got involved with a wreck with a part-time guy who decided to come in. We understand your frustration. Overall, you had a pretty good season for the most part. You challenged for it. Lowe's didn't call you into work. You're here. You're actually in the championship race. Just give us an overall synopsis of your season.
I mean, I think I had a great season. Everything turned out pretty good for me this year, I think. Set the pole tonight, so I was looking really forward to it. Led pretty much the whole first stage, so we had a really good run. Once I got into traffic, it just totally handled different in dirty air as per usual, though, right? But yeah, I mean, to me, it you know what I want to say, right? But I don't want to get in trouble. It's just comical because it's Lucas Lyons who's put me on a 6-week probation in NASRA before, so kind of. I know he got loose in front of me, but. Come on, dude. But that's all. So I don't have else much to say. Finished last in the championship, and we'll see where I go in the future.
10-4. Appreciate it. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
No, not tonight. Just thank you to everyone that watches from me every Wednesday. I truly enjoy doing this every Wednesday night. Thank you, Justin, for what you do and everything you put on for us. Dean, thank you so much behind the cameras. You're the best to do it on iRacing. Wesley, thank you for all your commentating skills and what you do. Thank you to everyone.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Tristan, and we'll see you hopefully for season 3.
We'll see you.
All right, appreciate it. All right, now we're going to bring up our next driver, Roger DeBold. Roger, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, Roger, Justin here. Just wanted to congratulations. I know it's more of a stinging congratulations for a P5 finish in the championship, but I want to give you your moment and to kind of give a synopsis of your season and your overall thoughts of the night's race.
Well, I can say I'm definitely not a fan of the one race championship here, so I'm glad that's going away. I think overall we didn't do too bad. I mean, we got to the championship fight here, but just didn't wasn't in it very long. It's just unfortunate to get taken out on lap 34, 35 or whatever it was, and then just kind of putting around for the rest of the race. But congrats to Randy and those guys for doing a lot better than I did.
10-4. Well, we appreciate that. And then you got any sponsors you want to thank?
I just want to thank Sus and his family for sponsoring me this season. Thanks to the teammates, the broadcast booth, to the admins, and everybody that put this whole deal on. And we'll see if we do better next season.
10-4. Well, yep, we appreciate you, and we'll see you for season 3. The driver, the number 19 from Monrovia, North Carolina. Did I say that correctly?
California.
California. My bad. California. The 19.
Yeah.
Roger, we appreciate you. Thank you, and we'll see you for season 3.
Thanks. See ya.
Yep. See you. All right, we're going to bring up Trevor Williams now. Trevor, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, Trevor, congratulations on your P4 finish in the championship. I know it's not what you wanted. It's, that congratulations is kind of a sting in a certain sense, but just kind of wanted to give you your moment to kind of give you your season synopsis and what your thoughts were for tonight's race.
Yeah, I mean, good season overall. It's nice to be in that top 6 at the end of the year. I think this format it has its pros and cons, but for me, I don't think it fits my driving style well. I look forward to getting to a chase format because I feel like I'm more of a consistent, stay out of trouble, make sure I'm running up front, get good points every week. You're not going to see me with 5, 6, 7, 8 wins next to my name. So I think that's where, this hurts me, but it sucks. I think tonight I had a decent chance, actually. I mean, Randy was going to be fast. Johnson's always fast. Tristan was fast. But I think that my strategy was just to be there at the end, and it just didn't work out. These cars, when that accident happened, you can blame whoever you want, but these cars don't behave like regular cars. Like when Tristan was spinning in front of me there, I totally expected him to wash up the track, and he kind of just stayed and spun, and it's just unpredictable. Nothing I could do. I went back and watched the replay about 4 times and tried to figure out what I could have done different, and I don't know if there was anything.
Yep, I get it. It's just these cars that you kind of like I call the Kyle Larson snap at that Atlanta where he's just driving and all of a sudden to think you're facing the wall, going straight nose into the wall. It's kind of what these cars kind of do. They kind of just snap on you. But you got any sponsors you want to thank?
No sponsors. Just shout out to you guys for everything you do. I truly did enjoy this season. It was it had its times where it was frustrating, but I really think there's a good core group here that are good race car drivers, respectful for the most part. So I just appreciate everything you guys do from the top to the bottom, the broadcast crew. You guys do a great job. And just shout out to my dad. He watches every week, and, that's our thing now. He watches, and we've been racing my whole life. So it's nice to keep it going.
10-4. Well, we appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you for season 3.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you. All right, that's Trevor Williams, the finisher of the 4th place finisher in the championship. Let's bring up the 3rd place finisher in the championship, Ryan Johnson. Ryan, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes.
Hey, Ryan, I know P 3rd is not what you wanted to hear. You wanted to be sitting on top of the podium, winning the race, winning the championship. I know it stings. I know you've won championships in NASRA, and you were looking forward to hosting that Florida Cabinet Distributors trophy this year, but just didn't happen for you. But we wanted to give you a moment for your synopsis of your season and what your thoughts were on the race.
Overall, pretty up and down season. Had some wins, decent runs. Had some hellacious nights. Tonight was kind of one of those with the setup we had in this thing tonight. It was terrible for me. I think the only way you could try and keep it under you was running the top, and I didn't like running the top, so I tried something different just to be able to pass people. It up and down race tonight too. Screwed up early. Went to the back and fought our way back up. We're up the front for a while, so it was kind of fun racing with. I think it was Landon there. We were side by side for multiple laps. That was cool. But yeah, disappointing night. Just didn't work for me. But congrats to Randy. Had that caution not come out, I know it would have been kind of pretty big sweep, but it's all good. We'll see what happens in the future.
10-4. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, everybody at NASRA putting this on. You for being a good race control all season and trying to keep everybody in line. I know it's difficult. Josh Suss and Blue Lights team. You guys up in the booth for broadcasting. Our Team sponsors, Merce Magical Creations, Concerns of Police Survivors, Starbase 1552 Comics, and Florida Cabinet Distributors, and everyone for tuning in.
All right, that was Ryan Johnson, your third place finisher in the championship and fifth place finisher overall tonight. We appreciate you, and we'll hopefully see you for season 3.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep. All right, so we're going to interrupt the championship racer or the championship interviews, and we're going to interview third place Anthony Harden. Anthony, this is Justin up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
So, welcome to the interview room. We got you on camera. You're here. We call you Mr. Mustache, Mr. Consistency. You finally end up in an podium position. Took you all season to get here. The win was right there. What are your thoughts? I mean, the caution. What were you thinking when you were like, I think I got this race in the bag, and then you seen the yellow flag come out?
I mean, that whole last kind of run where I was leading there, I was just telling myself, why not me? Why can't this be my day? But it's just how racing goes. You can't control when the caution comes out, and you just got to kind of lead up to fate on that last restart. I just couldn't get enough position over there.
Yep, 10-4. Yeah, we seen you struggling there and kind of brushing the wall there, trying to gain everything you could. But I mean, it was going to be hard to pass the two championship guys, Jonathan Cofield, 58 and 69, Randy Nichols. Those guys were not just going to roll over and let you come on rolling by. They were going to fight hard for that because they wanted to be there. They wanted to be there for the championship. They just weren't going to roll over. So good run, P3. Got any sponsors you want to thank?
Man, got to thank the John Deere Green, Tony Burleson over at MPM, kind of quasi teammate I've run with all year. Usually wherever I finish, he's usually right there behind me or around me. So it's been a good season. Ready to regroup and get back to it later in the year.
Sir. Yep, appreciate it. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you for season 3. Good job on P3 and enjoy the off season.
Yes, sir. Y'all too. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right, that's your third place finisher, Anthony Harden. Now we'll come to your second place finisher in the race and in the championship, the Bama Bullet, Jonathan Cofield. Jonathan, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Hi, buddy.
All righty, sir. So P2 championship. I know that's not what you want to hear. It kind of stings. I think I told everybody the same thing. But what's your overall synopsis of your season and your thoughts on tonight's race?
Tonight's race went about like I thought it would. Just a draft heavy track. I lost the car way too many times tonight. It was really loose. It would just snap on you. And Randy kept tires under it. Bridesmaid in the championship 2 seasons in a row now. But the guy that got all the races won this year, he deserved it. Gave it my best shot right there toward the end, and we'll take second.
10-4. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Shaco Springs for paying me every Friday. Dean and Wesley, really appreciate y'all. Justin, for everything you do for the league. Just NASRA in general, man. Everybody, this is my home, man. I love this place. Love to come race with all these guys. All my teammates. A lot of us were in the playoffs. Just awesome job by Joshua Suss putting together that whole team. Sim Shop. Go check them guys out. If you need any Moses stuff, some magic stuff, type in Bandits, save you a little money. And Lions 3D Designs.
10-4, we appreciate you. Thank you. Well, hopefully we'll see you for season 3 and enjoy the off season. Take a break. Maybe drink a margarita or 2.
There you go. Yeah, I'll definitely be back. See if we
Right,
can get it done next time.
Yeah, 10-4. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, so now we bring in Randy Nichols, who is our race winner, Cup Series Season 2 Florida Cabinet Distributors champion, Randy Nichols, of the driver of the number 69 Chevrolet. Randy, congratulations. Great drive all season. Great watching your race. Most wins. I mean, I think Wesley went through all your stats for the season, coming down to the checker flag here at the end of the race, and just wanted to get your thoughts on your season and especially your thoughts on this race and what it took to get there to win it all and win the race.
I appreciate that. I mean, this race was it was chaotic. I think. I mean, not so much from the standpoint of just wreck after wreck, but I mean, the racing tonight was pretty intense from the side drafts and having to block big rungs off the corners because I mean you can pretty much run the top and the bottom here. So I mean, it was a chess game the entire race, just trying to position the car in the right spot. And I mean, the cards kind of fell the way they did there at the end, and luckily it paid off for us. But I mean, it was pretty nerve wracking there the last probably 30 laps of that race with the way everything was playing out with the pit cycles, and then obviously that late restart right there with 10 to go.
Yeah, it was definitely. We thought Anthony Hard in the 77. He thought he had this thing in the bag, and then we had that late race caution come out, and we were discussing tires or no tires. Did you think about not taking tires? I mean, because you've seen Jonathan Cofield do it early in the race, and he led a majority of that stage 1 or stage 2 with no tires. So did that come across your mind at all?
No, I mean at that point, I mean we had enough laps on the tires after the pit cycle that I think it would have been crazy to not come in and take tires. So I mean, it was kind of obvious, and then I was fully prepared to let Anthony win this race just to kind of manage the gap to Jonathan there, because I mean I had about 7.5, 8 second lead on him. There was no need for me to push the car and win to win the race and everything. So. I thought he was going to have it too. I was just going to kind of draft off of him and just kind of, pace myself just to get to the end of the race. But ultimately, that's not what happened, and I think it worked out for us there at the end.
Yeah, it definitely did. So you end up being winning the race, champion, season 2. Nobody can take that from you. You join the ranks of Jonathan Cofield, Jeff Mert, Ryan Johnson. A few other guys, Brady LaBeouf, few of these guys that have won NASRA champions. You are now in that top echelons of the NASRA series, NASRA league and overall. So congratulations on that. Good job all season. And you got any sponsors? Anybody you want to shout out to? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, definitely. I want to thank my fiance. I mean, supporting me all season. I have her photography studio in the car, Diana Brunetti Photography. Thanks to Dante Curtis Designs. I mean, he painted the car. He made it look incredible. I mean, especially with the under the lights and everything. So, I mean, I wish Liquid Death would sponsor me, but I'm not that popular. But thanks to Jonathan Suss and for you to put on this league, Justin. Thanks to NASRA 360 Network for broadcasting these races. Week after week, and then Florida Cabinet Distributors for sponsoring this whole deal.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate those guys coming on and sponsors us. I think last season we had RL Productions on there, and they sponsor us, and then we had Premier Racing Setups. They sponsor us as well. So we appreciate any support that we can get to put this thing on. But congratulations on winning the championship, and we'll see you back for season 3 to defend it. Go enjoy that off season. Go drink you a couple of whiskeys, margaritas, whatever you want to drink. Kick your feet up, relax, enjoy it, relish it. Congratulations, job well done.
I appreciate it, guys. Yep, can't wait for season 3.
Yes, sir. All right, that was our championship winner and race winner, Randy Nichols, sir. And so now we're going to close it out. Dean, your final thoughts for the entire season.
What a crack of a race! Of course, there's the championship. There's the Sweet 20 down to the Elite 12, down to the Championship 6, and then down to one man. Of course, Randy up 11 places for the number 69 machine as the fireworks go off here at Auto Club, where he's celebrating his season 2 championship. So he'll get himself the poster screen as well too that we have each week once we wrap into a new season, which of course. We are going to be wrapping into a new season at some point in the future. And there it is too. So there's Randy. He gets himself on the NASRA Florida Cabinet Cup Series picture screens each week now. Blue Lights Racing, we'll congratulate that team, of course, for winning the team championship. So, and there you go. With 21 starts, season 2, 6 wins, 12 top 5s, 13 top 10s for the man of Randy. Randy, and thank you very much, Cody Knott, for whipping those graphics up. whilst we were in the interviews as well too, my friend. And on top of it, don't forget we have more events coming up as well too. We have next week, we will be going over to the Brickyard, 2 hour there for the Prosper Engineering Racing Series. It's not March the 31st. Obviously, we're in April now, but it is definitely tuned into the Tuesday next week. The GT3s at the Brickyard for that series. Of course,
for Tuesday, on Tuesday.
For Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's a great series that Mr. Suss has got going on. And
that's right. It's also got
if I ever get a free Tuesday, I'm going to jump over there. And then, of course, don't forget the 6 hours of Daytona. It looks like you got a GTP, LMP2, and GT3 cars on May 31st. That is going to be one heck of a race. If you're a Daytona 24 champion, or if you like racing road and you want to race on the Daytona road course, this is where you need to come and show your talent, show what you got, put your money where your mouth is, and let's see where it all shakes out in the end.
That's exactly right, my friend. So, what a cracker. And don't forget, we've got more playoff racing coming up on Friday night for the Consensus Police Survivors Truck Series.
We do.
As that's
9 p.m.
That's in the playoff, right down to the playoff leg as well, too, as those seasons are always wrapping themselves up. They have to, but absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't liked it,
these guys are getting ready to tidy it up now. They're April the 10th. They're at Legacy Atlanta for the round of 8, the final race of the round of 18, which will bring them down to the round of 12 for the next 3 races. So there's only 5 weeks left over there. So go over on Friday nights, give them a watch, tune in right here to this same channel, 9 p.m. Friday for some awesome NASRA racing. Don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it. But as we conclude our final broadcast for the 2025-2026 season, I, as the boss man on Wednesdays, want to appreciate everybody who's tuned in each week. I appreciate every driver who's participated, even the ones who have complained and moaned and complained and just whined all season or whined early in the season. I do appreciate y'all. I know that sometimes you don't hear what you want to hear from me, but I do appreciate you coming in, racing, supporting the league, giving us the little bit of foundation to keep things growing. Without you, there's no way we could continue season 2 or grow into season 3. But season 3 is coming. It will be here in the fall, so stay tuned in. The ARCA series will take our spot for about 20 weeks or so, and then we'll go back to Cup racing again and let Randy Nichols hopefully to defend his season 2 champion and hopefully get our season 1 champion Jeff Merck back as well. But overall, great season. I think we had our ups and downs, a few little snafus. I mean, we are human. We do make mistakes, but we will get better each and every week. But here at NASRA, on behalf of Brady and Cody, I appreciate everybody. And with that said, we'll see y'all shortly for the ARCA or for the Cup Series, whichever one you want to, and we'll catch you on the next one.